Oh, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Pop Live.
That's stupid.
We're gonna start it off like that, huh?
Could you hear my eye squeaking?
I can. Welcome, everybody, to another Pop Live. I think we took a week off, right? Well, feels like it's been forever. So, good to see you again. See, we got people watching us.
Were we on vacation last week?
Cat Toss Fox is here.
Hello.
What up, Cat? I don't know if we were on vacation last week or not. Who knows? And Brian is here.
Hello.
Thank you for letting us into your office, Brian. So today we thought we'd talk about a common mistake that we've been seeing lately. Brian says, nope, we were here last week.
Oh, the week before.
So this just goes to show
God.
where our brain is at. Like, time does not exist in this place. We've been quite busy, but we have been noticing in some of the productions that we're doing, when people are providing to us self-shot videos, there's been some common mistakes that are easily fixed, yet I think many don't know that. And so we thought we'd help you with some quick, easy tips on how to self-shoot your own videos for, like when you're doing a speech or a presentation, and the organization that you or the event you're doing it for says, hey, can you send us a self-taped video, like an introduction to yourself or something. We've seen people who have been shooting their videos, their self-shot videos, from their computers or through Zoom. Like I don't know how, I guess they do a Zoom meeting with themselves and record it and then send that file.
That's what it looks like. Or they have like somebody else jump on and record it with them. Yeah.
And the problem with that is just the quality is just really subpar usually. Like Zoom itself it downgrades. I mean, you've seen all the Zoom calls and stuff. Like your picture quality is usually pretty gross and the sound is not that good. So
it's just pixelated.
Yeah. And then also when you're shooting with your computer, you're also most likely going to have it at a poor angle, poor lighting and all that stuff. So you just look terrible. And so for a lot of you who want to come across looking professional and just carry yourself like if you're like us, you want to look your best, right? So we've noticed that a lot of people don't realize that, they just assume, if I shoot it on my phone, it's going to be junk quality. The truth of the matter is most phones these days, their video cameras are like better quality than a lot of, regular equipment, especially Zoom or computer, laptop cameras and stuff like that. So and it's so easy usually because when you shoot it on your phone, it's easy to send from your phone. But we thought we'd encourage you to invest in looking into shooting your self-shot videos on your phone, whether you're using an iPhone or an Android phone. Most of the times the cameras on there are superb. So we thought we'd explain some tips on how to do that. And also some of you may have issues especially with iPhones. For some reason, Mac hates allowing people to share stuff with non-Mac users, and they make it impossible. So we have some resources and guides to show you how to upload or share your video footage and stuff. And then we also have some equipment that if you want to take it even further and make your self-shot videos even more professional looking, we have some tips on specific items that you can use. So first of all, Jamie, what's the benefit of, like, for those who are just like, man, the phone, it's I don't know, what are some of the benefits as far as the quality of the video from your phone versus, like, why would somebody care to make their video quality look nicer than just recording it on Zoom or their laptop.
Because Zoom looks terrible.
And like, that's as simple as it
is. Even if you do all the things, even if you have like a good webcam and your lighting is good, and you have a microphone, even if you do everything right, the downgrading that happens within Zoom, because you have to have an enterprise account in order for Zoom to work at a HD level. And even then, it's not like full 1920, it's 1080. I'm saying things that Brian's not going to like.
Just know it's really high quality.
Yeah. You have to have like super expensive Zoom account in order to get it a good quality. And even that is not as high quality as just your camera will get, as long as you have a camera that's like from this decade.
And usually the microphones on like the laptops are really bad. Like if you're using the laptop microphone, the built-in microphone, it's really bad. Whereas the microphones on phones are usually really good. But we also have, I forgot, I have to grab that. We also have items that if you think, oh, my microphone on my phone sucks, don't worry, we also have some suggestions. We have a suggestion on the type of microphone you can purchase. But what am I talking about? I was going to say something awesome and profound, and I totally forgot.
I'm going to break this thing.
I'm very distracted by Jamie trying to mess with my equipment. What was it? Oh, the other reason why people use Zoom to record their self-shot videos is because it allows them to use a virtual background. Tell them why that is a bad idea.
Because it's even worse. Like regular Zoom, the quality is already bad, so it's going to be pixelated and you might have like stuttering in the video where it's like... But once you add a virtual background, it gets like way worse. That's even more pixelated, so you'll have like patches of rectangles on your skin where it looks funny, and it's just awful. It's really awful. Never do it.
Yeah.
Mess with your equipment. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to touch these things because I break them.
All right. So yeah, Brian also agrees. He says the backgrounds are too digitized for him and he looks silly. Yeah. So I would suggest, instead of trying to, do the easy route and do a virtual background, just take your phone and shoot yourself in front of a nice background. You no longer have to be, in front of a messy wall like us. You could go somewhere else and shoot it, and it'll probably be much better.
Or just do it in your office and straighten up.
That's it's a great excuse to freshen up and do some cleanup work. Okay, so if you're gonna listen to us and actually shoot on your phone, you can go as real basic as just holding it up and shooting and talking. Problem with that,
make it sideways.
Yeah. So everybody now shoots like this thanks to Instagram and TikTok and all that. But when you're sending video to someone for like a virtual event or a production or a presentation, shooting it like this really sucks. There's probably a better way to describe that and explain it, but I'm just going to make it easy for me to say it sucks. So turn it sideways like this, okay? Now, if you're going to want to see yourself while you're shooting, which most of us, let's face it, want to, most of the time the front camera is on one side of the camera. And we always want to have the camera either like right above eye level. So instead of it being here at the bottom and I'm shooting myself here, it's going to kind of shoot my nose or my chin. So I'm going to flip it over. So now the camera's up on top here and it can kind of go at an eye level and at an angle. When you hold it though, it's going to be shaky and your arm's going to burn. And if you talk long like me, it's going to start going down like this. So the next best thing is, like prop it up against something. You can get really DIY at home and like prop it up against, some books and things like that. But if you want to make it even easier for yourself, they have items which we have links. Where's our links anyway? Is it in the show description?
No, not yet. Oh. I didn't know if I would break it if I edit the description after you put it up.
Okay, so we have a page on our website
Yeah.
that has links to these items that we're talking about.
So go to the website and stuff we recommend drop down at the top. Go to recording yourself.
So if you go to our website, popcm.me, at the top of the page, there's a drop-down menu that says stuff we recommend. And in that drop-down menu, there's a recording yourself.
I was supposed to make a pretty link, but I forgot.
That's okay. So on there, and some of you have actually purchased some things through our affiliate page from the last stream that we did about, was it recording equipment or something like that?
I don't know. Oh, making your Zoom workstation.
Yeah,
Setting
yeah.
up your Zoom workstation.
So thank you if any of you are watching or the ones that purchased something. I know Brian purchased something on there or said he would. So thank you very much for doing that. But the first thing that I'll talk about is a camera holder or a phone holder. Oh, see, Brian purchased the camera and earbuds. Ooh, but he thinks he did through Amazon.
good.
Hey, that's great
Yeah.
too, because that means then there's a very deserving nonprofit that is going to get some support through your Amazon Smile. So
I just want to say one thing. You know, like if you're just using your phone and you're propping it up, like say you make like a big stack of books and you're propping it up on something, you don't want your phone to be leaning back. So like we have like putty, like wall putty. So
don't have it leaning like this.
yeah, don't, because you'll look funny.
It'll look like it'll look like this.
So just like if you have that wall putty that you stick on the wall to like use to stick your posters on the wall, then use that, and so it stands up straight.
Use that to
Stick it on the
here,
back, and then like squish it onto a book or something.
Or you could chew some bubble gum, and that will work as well.
No, it won't work. That's gross. That's so gross.
It'll just slowly start to. It'll just stretch out in all the strings. Anyways, so this is something similar. Like the things that I have on the link might not be the exact model, but I don't really do this, so I don't need these things. But the one in the link's description is pretty similar to this, where it's basically a holder, a clamp that can hold your phone in two different directions. It can go up and down, or it can go vertical or horizontal. So, and the key is that it has some kind of little tiny hole there so that you can connect it to a tripod. So it's super easy. The one on the link is way better than this one, but this is the one that I had just laying around the house. So I'm using this as an example. So all you do is just put your phone in here, clamp it in, and now you have your phone being held by something, and then you can connect it to a tripod. So tripods, we usually think like these giant standing ones, but for our purposes of shooting from home, you can get like a mini tripod. And this is the actual one that we have shared on our links. It's great because it's super compact. Like once you're done with it, this is how big it is. Like the size of my head.
Which is not compact.
Reference. But you can make it go like super tall, so you can prop it up on your desk or on a table or chair or whatnot. So it can get pretty tall, but the idea is for you to be able to use this like on a table or something, so you can prop it up. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it small again because.
And there's a lot of other like phone stands, like tripod phone stands, but they look a little scary to me because it looks like it might get top heavy. So I would be scared to use it because I'd be scared of my phone falling down. Yeah. So something like this where the legs widen and it's
wide base.
It's sturdy. Like this brand, we use a lot of stuff from this brand. So
the brand is called Newer. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's super heavy. This is about like what, 2 pounds?
I don't know. Oh, that's really heavy.
Yeah. So to put it on, you just like usually they have something that's like got this thread of a screw here, so you just screw that on to the holder like so. I wish I had some cool music to kill time with. And we're done. So that was fast. And then you just put it onto the tripod here. And voila. We now have your in-home self-recording studio right here.
Yay!
So hands-free, you can set it up somewhere. I'll put it right there and pretend like, well, okay, I'll just actually do it. I'm trying to be lazy, but we don't have much room here on the table. So there. Oh, come on. There. So there. Now I have it set there. I can adjust if I want to tilt it. So like, let's say I want to tilt it so I have that slimming effect on my face and all that stuff. I could turn it and, you know, make it however I want it. So the cool thing about using a tripod like this one we're talking about is the flexibility of, sorry, I'm making Jamie like not seen.
It has the ball head on it. You can see that circle thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you more, that's how he can turn it, angle it a little bit.
Is autonomy the right word? It gives you more autonomy.
Sure.
Anyway, so that's why we really like this tripod, because it gives you so much
Flexibility.
Flexibility and how you want to position your camera or your phone. The other thing that you can add to this is, I mentioned that most of the times the phones have really good microphones. If in case you still don't like the quality of the audio you're getting from your phone, then Rode makes a wonderful little mini microphone that all it does is plugs into your audio jack into your phone. And
my phone doesn't have one.
Oh, really? Well, this one has none.
I have USB-C.
So
they have adapters though.
Okay. This is new to me. So usually this is another step which probably will discourage you from doing this altogether. But if your phone doesn't have an audio jack like this, then you got to get like an adapter for your phone that allows you to use these things. I know like Apple was like the first one that did that and people are pissed, but they're like, they're just making us buy more stuff. You're darn right they are. Yeah. And you did buy that stuff. So who's enabling them? You are. Okay, so the idea would be like you plug it into your phone and it has different ways that you can, prop it up. You can, this particular holder has an actual shoe to fit this in and you can stick it in here. But if your holder that you get doesn't have one of these, then this microphone is so good you could probably just like put it on the desk down below here and point.
You can just tape it.
Or tape it. Get some chewing gum, stick it on there, whatever you want to do. But you just point it in the direction of your mouth and it's going to be way better audio quality than just from your phone mic. Okay. So that link is in the website as well. The last thing on there, which is super extra. So I understand that you're going to be like, why the heck would I need this?
Extra.
And it's expensive. You're right. But I'm just giving you an option for those of you like our friend Devin who wants to buy everything cool and fancy and extra.
Like you too. Oh no, I left the thing up. Sorry.
So that would be what's called a gimbal, and a gimbal or a Steadicam, it's an apparatus that allows you, no matter what you're doing with movement, that it keeps the image stable and steady. So if I were to be walking and it has all the shakiness and stuff and you're like, oh, I'm getting motion sickness, this would really limit it and almost make it like a smooth kind of visual for the camera. Now, I don't have one of those for the phone, but the item on the link does. It's specifically made for phones. It's smaller, lightweight, and all that stuff. The one I'm going to show you, though, is just an example of how it can work. Grant's here. Chewing gum will act as a vibration dampener, so added plus. See, Grant knows. Thank you, Grant, for validating my ideas. So here's just an example of a large gimbal. This is for like a regular camera. So the idea is that instead of a camera, you'd put your phone on here, and instead of it being this large, it's probably like half this size and half this weight, or maybe a quarter of the weight. And I rushed to put this together because I was in a rush. So it's not even tightened or anything. So if it falls off, just know it's because I did a poor job of setting it up. But see, it's motorized. So the idea is that this gimbal uses a motor to balance things and stuff. So no matter how much I'm moving, see, it's not rocking up and down or left and right. But if I was to just use my hand, say, so to speak, and if I was to move, it's a lot of shakiness. Like I don't have any stability of just this slight movement like this looks like this on screen. So imagine as I'm just turning, any kind of like jitter, it totally ruins the shot. So if you're self-shooting videos especially, and you're just like talking like this, as you're talking, you're moving the camera. So by using a gimbal, if you don't want a freestanding hands-free type of thing, but instead you want to be like walking or giving someone a tour in your self-shot video, a gimbal could be really great. So this one that we put on the website it operates both as a gimbal and as a tripod. So it kind of kills the need for having to buy that tripod that I talked about, which is the least they can do given that it costs so much. So.
I think this one is more like if you're gonna be using your gear for multiple purposes, because I can't imagine that people are gonna be like submitting a video for an event that is like walking around that much. But like if you wanna use your stuff also so that you can go and take footage of an event, so then you're using your money for two purposes.
This helps you because like, you know, in the past people thought, oh, we have to hire a professional videography company to shoot, you know, video footage of our event or just something, you know, but because this equipment and technology is getting so good, you can totally do it yourself.
Save your money.
So this just helps give you more opportunity to shoot your own stuff. And if you use this equipment, you'll notice like, hey, this is actually pretty good. Like the picture quality is really good. So the only reason why you'd hire someone like a professional videographer like us is if you really want to like do all kinds of, if you really want it to be a super nice, fancy edited video and stuff. But for stuff for like social media, sharing with your followers and stuff on newsletters and stuff like vlogs, those kind of things, super easy to use this kind of stuff. But basically that's it. So, I mean, and then sharing the video with somebody. So when you will need to send the video to the people that ask for it, usually for like Android users, it's very easy. You just, you know, get the file off of your phone and you can send it straight from your phone, or you can like upload it to a Google Drive and share the link that way. But for
Apple's evil.
Yeah, it's a little bit more to it. So we found this website, lifewire.com.
Just Google it. Google, where did I say it? Google sharing a video from iPhone.
Share video recorded on iPhone.
Oh, thank you.
So if you go on Google, share video recorded on iPhone, this link will pop up to this website. It's LifeWire. And they go about giving all of the different ways you can share your video file, whether it's through AirDrop or iCloud, all that kind of stuff. Like
send an email.
This gives you step-by-step instructions on how to do it, which I wish we had like a couple of years ago, because we had somebody who shot video footage on their phone and like, oh, it's really great. It has a sunset and everything. We're like, great, send it on over. Like, how? And it took like a week for them to figure out how to send it to us. And we're like, we don't have iPhones. I don't know how to send it. Like, why don't you just click on the file and send it? And like, it doesn't allow me to. So this will take you step by step how to do that. And so now you have no excuses to shooting better self-shot footage without, you know, having all this fancy, super professional equipment like us, you know? You can do all of this on your own phone, most likely, unless you're like my mom who has a flip phone still. Then you're probably better off using your computer then. I don't think she even has a camera on her flip phone. But okay, Kat, we just went and dropped the link to the how-to instructions in the comments. And then again, if you want the link to the equipment that we talked about, just go to our website, popcm.me, and then at the top of the page, there's a drop-down menu for, well, Jamie's going to go and drop the link down here in the chat. So there, I have no reason to say what I just said. Thanks, Jamie. Since we have some people on here, any questions or comments that you want to share with us all here? Oh, and then of course, Kat goes and plops in the link as well. So now both of you have made what I said obsolete. So thanks, guys. But I think that's it. I mean, this is one of our shorter episodes, but I think it's because it's real basic and it's easy. There shouldn't be too much more to this. But if anyone has any other questions, things that I might not have thought about.
So lighting, just make sure there's not like a window behind you. Window in front of you or at an angle is the best. Shooting during the daytime is better than shooting at nighttime.
Unless you have a lot of light in the room. Brian says, very helpful. I need to actually record video in the coming days, so I appreciate this. Oh, good. Yeah, and Brian, if you have any questions while you're setting up, just reach out to us. We'll help you out.
In a few days, that's soon. So if you don't have time to order it, then let us know.
Yeah, we can let you borrow this.
Yeah.
Only Brian, though. Sorry, I should have said that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be like, can I borrow it? This is only for Brian.
Or Grant or Kat.
No, Kat says I am unnecessary. So if I'm so unnecessary, then you don't need my help or my equipment.
But she didn't say I'm unnecessary. Oh, but I wouldn't know how to set it up. I would break it.
There you go. But going back to what Jamie was saying about lighting, that's another thing that people don't realize, because usually the phones also have like color lighting correcting kind of things on it. And if you're shooting yourself, you're like, why do I look so dark? It's usually because there's a light source behind you. So even if the reason why Jamie said like, make sure there's no window behind me, because if there's a window behind me, usually if it's in the daytime, the sunlight is blasting through that window. And so the camera will focus on trying to adjust to pick up that light, which will mean darkening up anything in front of it. So if we just make sure that the light is facing you and lighting your face up, then you'll be seen. And then a lot of people who shoot outside and outdoors, they do it like, oh, it's noon, so it's the brightest the sun will be, which is not the best time, because the sun is so bright, it's coming down and it's going to leave all these shadows on your face, and you're just going to look like super old, and you're going to be squinting like that looking at the camera. So we always try to, when we shoot stuff, like when it's not bright and shadowy, it's just kind of, is it dusk or dawn? What is the daytime frame when it's like best to shoot it?
Yeah. Like golden hour?
Yeah. So where it's just like everything's kind of lit up, but it's
very short.
Yeah. And there's no shadows. Or if you're going to go outside and be in the shade, just make sure behind you is shade as well. Because again, if you're standing under a tree in the shade and it's bright behind you, like the yard behind you, all you're going to see is white and then dark. So that's what that is. Brian says, Ixnay on the shadows. Yeah, like we shot some photos out. We were like out at a beach last week, and it was like 1:00. And she was shooting some pictures, and I was like trying so hard to open my eyes because it's so bright, but I was just doing like that and I was smiling, and then all these bags under my eyes. It was so gross. So yeah, we don't want you guys to go through what I did. Brian says, I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max if worse comes to worse, and the camera you recommended, so we'll see. Oh, okay. Well, there. And Kat is laughing. Okay. Anything else that we didn't talk about?
I just thought, so one other thing about recording on Zoom, so we had an experience.
Careful. Zoom's going to like come after us and be so mad that we just
or
totally
other
besmirched
Zoom-like things. But but we just had an experience. Well, this was just a webcam where he was the color kept changing. Like, so if you notice your shot changes, like it looks different. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from like a yellow tone to a blue tone back and forth. So he was getting like brighter and darker, and his skin tone was changing during it. And that's something that is automated through the webcam that it's hard. You don't know if you can control it or not. So that's another reason why your phone is probably a better option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also if you are shooting outside, just know if it's really windy, it's going to come across windy because the microphone doesn't have like a wind screen or anything like that. So try to avoid windy areas. That's where you usually see those videos where they and you're like. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. This is mainly for those who just have thought, well, it's super easy, quick, and convenient for me to just record on my laptop or on something like Zoom. And we're just saying,
don't do it.
Well, we're also saying it's not that hard, much harder to just take these steps to do something else that will make such a remarkable difference of improvement.
You already have a good phone, probably, unless you're Nolan's mom.
So Grant said, how what?
I think he wants you to do the windy noise again.
Oh, see, I read it as how, but he probably was like, how Nolan, how, do it again. So it's hard when it's on text. I can't read it the way it's supposed to be said.
Oh, I miss Grant.
We also thanks for confirming, Grant. We also miss the rest of you on here, not just Grant, except Kat, who thinks I am unnecessary.
I miss Kat.
All right. Other than that, unless you guys have any other questions, I think that's it. So, again, phone holder, tripod, external microphone. I'm not going to pick it up because it's going to fall apart. Gimbal. Those are the different products that you could use to add to helping make your self-shot videos on your phone better.
Or
but not
wall
necessary.
putty.
Or wall putty or chewing gum. But again, you don't have to buy any of this extra equipment. This is just if you want to make additional purchases. Yeah. But if you just, MacGyver it at home with some books and wall putty.
Not gum.
Works fine. All right. Hope we helped you guys a little bit. And if you have any additional questions later on, feel free to send your questions, comments to us via email. You can email us at info@popcm.me, which is right here. Or you can leave it in the chat section or the comment section here on YouTube or Facebook. If you want to check out that website that we put the links to all of these awesome equipment things, you can either find it in here in the comment section, or just go to our website popcm.me and then look at stuff we recommend in the tab at the top. Okay, we'll be back not next week. Normally we do this every Tuesday at 12:30 Hawaii Standard Time, but next week.
Hi, Kai.
Oh, Kai. Hello, baby fox. Wait, no, Kai's. Who are you talking to?
Kat said.
Oh.
And Brian, it's in his calendar.
Okay. See you Friday. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I fully interrupted you.
Yeah. So
he hates that.
Yes, and she continues to
I
do
did
so.
it again.
So I'm saying next week we won't be here because we are going to be super busy with some events that we're producing. But we'll be back the following week, and we don't know what we're going to talk about yet. So if you have any requests of show topics or things you need for whatever reason, our opinion on, send it to us and let us know, and we'll greatly appreciate you giving us ideas of what we could talk about on here. All right. And Kat says, "Oh my God, he's waving, and didn't know you couldn't see him. See, it is, baby.
That's so awesome."
So I was right. Anyways, thanks guys. See you later. Bye.
Ooh.